Hey guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to be working on the eyes. I've got some issues where the eyes are not working properly, and so we're just going to take a look at why. So what I noticed here with the eyes, and by the way, I've got the head straightened out as well. So now the head is in the correct position, but um, it was just the hoses were actually reversed for the head. That's why it was tilted on the prior videos. But what I noticed here with the eyes is the cylinder on the left-hand side is actually in the wrong position. So what I did is I started by just removing the pin. So basically where the eyelid is, you basically just take a pair of pliers and you just remove the pin itself. So that's the first thing that I started doing here. Once you have the pin removed, the cylinder will be free, and you can totally move the cylinder up and down. And what you're looking for is you're looking for the little set screws on the bottom of those little collars that go around the that bar on the bottom. So you're just going to take an Allen wrench and basically just undo those set screws. You don't have to do them all the way, just enough so they start moving. The idea is we're going to move this cylinder farther to the left because it's out of alignment right now and it's probably causing some extra stress on the eyelid itself. So we're going to move this whole assembly to the left, and that's going to give it more alignment with the actual eyelid. And it's also going to give us a lot more space between the two clipboards, which are the two cylinders made by Clippard, and they are the ones that were a little bit too close to the actual cylinder itself. So it was causing like a binding issue almost with the eyes. So I'm just going to push the pin back in and just kind of get an alignment there, just to kind of get an idea. Okay, so yeah, once I have it kind of in the right area, I'm going to go ahead and remove the pin again, just carefully. And I'm just doing this by eyeball. Get it? Really, you should actually probably measure this exactly. And I don't have a reference manual, so I don't know the exact measurements anyway. But I'm just going to do it by eye here, since we're working on the eyes. And so we're just going to tighten those set screws down on the collars, just to kind of lock those collars in place. The cylinder itself is always going to be movable, so that's the good thing about this design, is the cylinder can basically, it moves as the eyelids travel. Just go ahead and tighten up those set screws, and you can see the clipboards are just hanging there. That's what that brass looking thing by my fingers are moving. That's the two Clippard cylinders that are put together. Those are spring loaded, so it's it's a pneumatic air, and then you also have a spring return on those cylinders. So I'm just going to put the eyelid cylinder back down into place and realign the actual pin. And then I'm just going to push the pin back in, and it just has a little nub on the end of it that kind of pops out that locks into place. There's no cotter pin or anything needed for that. I forgot the actual term for that, but there's a special term for that. Then I'm just going to take the clipboards and I'm basically going to attach to the mount. I actually bought new cotter pins for this, a little bit thicker cotter pins to kind of lock it into place a little bit better than the ones that were on there. So now you can see there's a lot of room between the left eyelid cylinder and the clipper. There's plenty of room there, a good ½ inch, where before it was actually binding against the clippers. And you can see on the left hand and the right hand side, those are much even distance from the outside of the frame to the inside of the eyelid cylinder. And I'm just doing some little adjustments here on the clippers again. And here we go, ready to test the eye cylinder. Got some really nice movement. So yeah, yeah, it looks like my eyes are working now, and they're no longer binding against the old the clipboards. So there you go. Alright guys, well, if you enjoy this, come back for more of Billy Bob Restoration. Take care.